They may not go through with it.
Absolutely. We are all shocked, but not surprised. And not only universities, but all the education institutions, including university entrance preparation courses, English language classes, every institution that was operating in a way or the other in Afghanistan are closed today. This morning, heavy machine gun, as your reporter said, and Taliban full of, weaponry and machine stop girls from entering to the university.
Like somehow they are the enemy. I've said to the Taliban when I've interviewed them, it's almost like you've waged this insurgency over 20 years, only then to take on 12-year-old girls, teenage girls, young women, because every policy that they have put in place over the last year has targeted women and girls.
Exactly. As apparently that's the only problem. The country is at the edge of starvation. We know more than 35 million people are suffering from poverty and starvation. We know that every day there is an incident of insecurity in Kabul or other provinces. We know that there is no job and opportunity, and a country is expecting a dark future. We know that the Taliban have the de facto power, has not been even able to legitimize their power. But apparently the only priority for them to protect the so-called definition of religion that they have is suppress women.
And yet they are the only Islamic country in the world to do this. We don't see this in other Islamic countries.
Yes, in the country that was actually hosting Taliban negotiation, Qatar, they have 12 to 15% more girls into universities and education institutions than boys. I think the Taliban ideology is being challenged by women. Literally, since they came to power, women went to the streets, although small in numbers, but they actually challenged the Taliban's hegemony of ideology and power. And Taliban are afraid of women's power. And their decision is, Yaldajan, being empowered by the world's continued unconditional engagement, because since they came to power last August, the world has been engaged with them. They are meeting them. They are sending money every week,
do?
Almost $40 million to Kabul without any checks and balance and accountability.
What should the international community do from your perspective?
First of all, I think the international community should make their engagement conditional on tangible progress on women's rights and human rights, and establishing a government based on the will of people. Second, targeted sanction on Taliban leader and their financial supporters inside and outside country. Third, the travel ban on Taliban. If the women of Afghanistan cannot travel, while this is not common and a common practice in any other Muslim country, why would the Taliban be allowed and travel in private jets to different capitals? Fourth, I think the world should unite. I see that Afghanistan is once again being played as a game between different powers. The OIC, the Islamic member countries, should not allow Taliban to misrepresent their religion, because sooner or later, this radicalization of views and misrepresentation of religion could get to any border. You know that if you look at Taliban's supporters and their Taliban's Twitter feed and social media feed, after the Pakistan attack of 2 days ago, they were cheering, because they are not only claiming Islamic State in Afghanistan or an Islamic Emirate, but also beyond Afghanistan borders.
Fawzia, the Taliban are divided within on this. There are many Taliban leaders who say, we don't support this ban, yet they're silent.
But they're silent. Their own daughters go to university, go to school, but they're silent because they know that allowing women to go to work, allowing women to go to education, allowing Afghanistan to open up, allowing Afghanistan to experience the transformed generation it had in the last 20 years, it is going to be the end of any radicalization and military extremism. So they know that, and that's why they're trying everything to suppress women. While I said, look at the indicators, look at the poverty. Since morning, I'm not only receiving messages from those students who are not allowed to go to university and education institutions, but from women who are actually starving. Instead of delivering, they only see women. And I think we're all surprised and shocked with the attitude of the world. Only issuing press statement is not going to help. I think we have gone from one extreme measure, which was fighting with Taliban, to another one, which is friendship now.
And issuing out, as you say, these statements